Hi guys, welcome to a new video. So today we'll take a look at another replay with Urakaar, which is a 2v2 game on Dark Side Forest again, so basically the same as the last time. And in the previous game we played against MaCrOzerg and Suwak. I played as Fallen, which I will be doing in this game as well. And as you can see, those are the same enemies. So once again, Urakaar with me playing as Beast again. And we have Suwak and MaCrOzerg. Suwak plays Empire again, as usually. He doesn't play anything else usually when he wants to play seriously. And MaCrOzerg playing Beast in this game, so it's a little bit of a variety. Last time they were both Empire, now they are switching it up a little bit. So we have double Beast right now, and then Empire and Fallen in each team like this. I don't know what I'm pinging here now. Maybe considering an expansion, we'll see. Obviously just the front base, closing the base area again with a Deformer and Hive. Nothing too crazy, pretty standard. Urakaar actually leaving a little bit bigger space here between the buildings, but that's fine, he can still easily protect this, and the arena is in the front, which is the tankier building, so this is really important. Stables have only 500 HP, which is like a farm. So you definitely want to keep it a little bit more in the back. So you can see Suwak going for his traditional opener with double barracks after saving up a little bit more resources. Now going for the farm. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting building placement. Really leaving it open like this. I don't know how he wants to protect this farm or these two entrances, but we'll see. He's immediately going for a scout with his peasant. MaCrOzerg really just closing this. This is still enough space for a bigger unit. As you can see, Boron is a bigger unit, so you can easily fit through here. As I said, Urakaar left it really open, but it should be fine. After he places a totem somewhere, it should be pretty safe. I'm already making my soul strap. Also finished my second control form, so I'm starting to get some gems. After this harvester is finished, I will send one harvester from gold to wood, as you can see, to get some extra resources. And I'm already scouting with some Hive Stingers. He doesn't have warrior yet, so I can get some free damage on this Boron. If he didn't even create his warrior, I would be able to kill the Boron, but that was not the case. At least I got him below 50% HP, so definitely pretty useful. You won't get too much value from him if he wants to sacrifice him. And if he uses him as a Goblin Rider, it will be much easier for me to kill him. Maybe Suwak was trying to tower rush here a little bit Urakaar, but he was able to find him with his warrior, killed the peasant, and now he is safe. He just needs to make sure that his entrance is well protected. As you can see, I'm sending once again scouts all around the map, checking the expansions, the center of the map. I was checking the entrance of MaCrOzerg's town. I don't know what he's doing with his minion here, but probably working on something else. But this is a really long idle time of this minion. Yeah, so definitely this is the job you have as Fallen. If you are playing with any other race in a 2v2, you just need to be scouting the map. Yeah, I need to be checking both the expansions, I need to be checking the entrances. I'm not sure if I was in Suwak's town, probably yes. And right now I'm trying to, of course, make sure no tower rush is happening here. I'm protecting myself. Yeah, micromanaging the Hive Stingers away, forcing the minion from my town. As you can see, he's using a hold position, which is really good, because now we can easily start damaging my buildings, and it's really difficult for me to actually repel this, because these units are much stronger. But he's giving me free time, which I really value, because now I finished my Vengeance Hall. I can easily go for Nightmares, and once I transfer or transition to the mid-game units, I can really easily repel this. And if he does some damage to Hives, I don't really care, because they will just auto-heal. But as you can see, MaCrOzerg is going to help him. I don't have a tower in this game. That's something I did in the last game. Now I actually ignored that, because I was pretty confident they are not going to attack me, which actually happened, so I'm going for it immediately, but they are already in here. They have some splash damage from these 3 Goblin Hunters, which is ton of damage. As you can see, the Stingers are dying on the top side of this fight. I at least got one Nightmare, but I'm definitely losing here. I need Urakaar to come here immediately, but he has 5 warriors, which is really a lot. As you can see, even without the tower and the help of Urakaar, I was still able to kill majority of the units here, even 1v2. but of course I would lose here if he didn't come, but I was of course counting on my ally. They actually stopped the tower, but I can probably kill this warrior. I will even create some stingers right now. We should be fine. Urakaar don't have tower yet. He doesn't have tower yet, but I will be building it now as well. So we just need to keep them away for a while, finish our towers, and then they shouldn't be able to push anything. Of course, I will need to remake all of my hive stingers, but I'm also producing in 2 vengeance halls at the same time, so this should be pretty easy. Suwak is now healing 4 of his swordsmen at home, so he definitely has pretty weak army in the front. And as you can see, MaCrOzerg is trying to push me here a little bit. He's actually not using too many goblin riders, just one. Outside of that he has the barons around it and goblin hunters on their own, which is actually pretty smart because we don't have any splash damage. That would be quickly killing the goblin hunters, and if I potentially get there with my stingers, I will be dealing normal damage to them, while I'm doing of course bonus damage to goblin riders. Of course the stinger will still kill goblin hunter quicker because it's only 85 HP in comparison to 300, but you can still keep the barons around it, maybe use them for healing. So once he gets more witches, this is definitely a pretty decent way to play this. Of course I don't know where they are, so I was staying at home a little bit longer. But I mean, this was a huge mistake from Urakaar. He should never let them actually get to the totem. He just needed to block this entrance and he would be probably fine. But they didn't even utilize it. Yes, Suwak was here with all of his swordsmen and he was not even attacking the totem. The totem would be already dead if he was actually focusing it. They also allowed Urakaar to come here with the warriors he had, and the totem is still getting the full value all the time. So definitely a huge mistake here from them. If they just destroyed the totem against, I mean, immediately started pushing here, they probably would have pushed this, maybe not, but they would at least destroy the totem and not lose all of their units. Now they allowed me to come here. Of course, I will immediately shield everything. I have ton of movement speed. Actually, I should have saved some mana for Windwalk to catch them a little bit quicker, but it doesn't really matter anymore. MaCrOzerg is trying to get an expansion here, but it's just too late. This is also not gonna work. Yeah, they have one tower here. Second one that is not upgraded yet, but there is no expansion yet. MaCrOzerg is not really getting any resources from this expansion. They don't have any advanced units. Of course, Suwak is trying to protect here with some towers. We also don't really have siege units, but as I said, there is not too many towers yet. Once catapults and trolls start getting involved, it will be much harder. It's actually a pretty good position for them to defend here with siege units. But obviously what I will do, I will just run around it and attack from this side, because the towers are much more vulnerable from here. And also if they start making siege units, it will be much easier for us to push here. Also, I saw some units here, maybe even minions, so I figured out that there is an expansion. So I decided to push this. At the same time, Urakaar is giving me enough protection against Suwak here from the back. So I will easily push MaCrOzerg away from his expansion, which he invested a ton of resources into. So definitely he didn't get the value back yet. Now I will just destroy this. He doesn't even have bestiary, so he can't even make any trolls, so he's basically dead. And Suwak was actually somehow able to push Urakaar back here. I'm not sure how. I was not watching for a second, and even without catapult he was able to push him back, even though now he has one catapult. I don't think it was in the fight. But I didn't lose basically any units, so we can start pushing here again. Suwak is trying to protect his towers with a blacksmith, which is a decent attempt, but probably would be still better to make another barracks there. But okay, maybe he wants to unlock some pikemen or even elf rangers, or just get some upgrades. Yeah, as you can see, MaCrOzerg doesn't have any units anymore. He only has not even 3 arenas. He has 2 arenas and a goblin hut. He's just spamming goblin hunters, but even though they are usually pretty decent against stingers because they have low HP and they have splash damage, so if you have enough of them you will just one-shot all of them at once. It's not that effective when you have the frost shields from nightmares because you have free armor. and when there is only 7 damage with one upgrade, in default 6, you will be dealing only 3 damage, so even though it's splash, it's not that strong. At the same time, Suwak was trying to push it a little bit, but Urakaar has a ton of Goblin Riders here. The catapult was not there yet, also he doesn't have any pikemen, so we can't really kill the Goblin Riders effectively, and we actually force MaCrOzerg to leave here, and Suwak of course can't escape with his catapults here, so he also calls it GG. But yeah, really nice game. They did definitely a really good push there, they almost got me. Then they messed up when they transferred to Urakaar's town, and that definitely costed them the game. It was almost 13 minutes, so a little bit shorter, but still pretty decent length of the game. 47 kills, 28 Urakaar, and enemies 45 and 16. Then we have the buildings, 2 and 1 researches, so nothing too crazy, and resources basically the same as I said. MaCrOzerg didn't really get any advantage from that. He had a little bit more resources, but just the stronghold costed him more gold than he got from it, and he also invested a ton of resources into the minions that he needed to actually start getting some value from that, so he definitely lost resources there, but to be honest, it wouldn't really change the outcome anymore, because it was just already lost after they messed up the attack on Urakaar, I would say. But yeah, really nice game. Next time we'll take a look on the last replay I have there with Urakaar. Once again, not sure if it's against the same enemies, but probably yes. We will see in the next video. And yeah, thanks for watching and take care, guys.